I love playing. I can't wait to get back. I have some build-up tension in me.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, his first game back for Milwaukee.
Back in the city, it's time to see it. I want it. I take it as mine.
Look out, hello. Welcome back, Giannis.
I'm happy that I'm back. I'm just happy that I'm out there, being able to, help my teammates and just do what I love, which is play basketball.
You're watching NBA Countdown, presented by Lilly.
So Giannis, he made his return on Monday. That's after he missed the last 15 games with that calf injury. It's his second of the season. The two-time MVP, he finished with 19 points, 11 rebounds, but it was a blowout loss here to the Boston Celtics. And with that loss, let's just take some stock here. Milwaukee, 4 games back here, Richard, of their opponent tonight, the Hawks, for the final spot in the play-in. And even if they get there, they would need to win 2 games to make it to the playoffs. But Giannis is back, and the Bucks are making it very, very clear that they want to compete for a playoff spot here. 22 games to go, Richard. Do you see that happening?
Look, you never put anything past Giannis.
No, never.
Giannis is that dude. My thing is this. We know where we are in the standings. We're realistic. It's like going and watch a Fast and Furious movie. You can go watch Fast 12. You're going to see a great movie. You're not winning any Oscars. If you're going to watch Giannis, you're going to see things that you have never seen before anytime you turn on to watch him. But are they realistically going to win an Oscar? Are they going to win Best Picture with this season? It's not happening. You should probably get to a space where you get a little bit later, rest, call it a day, and then get ready for next year.
All this is the Giannis Antetokounmpo farewell tour and a thank you to the fans of Milwaukee. That's all this is right here. This last stretch of games is Giannis saying, I'm going to go out and I'm going to put it all on the line and say thank you to the fans, because Giannis is a champion, right? Giannis is a guy that know what it takes to win a championship. Giannis is a guy that know what it takes to get in the postseason and have success. He know what a roster needs to look like. It don't look like this. So listen, it doesn't look like this. Despite whatever Doc Rivers is selling in that locker room, because I done been there. Doc Rivers done sold me dreams. You know what I mean? It made me believe something was going to happen, and it didn't happen. I'm just talking about from a personal standpoint. So, again, I appreciate Giannis, and this is why so many former players love Giannis Antetokounmpo, because he never cheats the game.
Low-key must-win game tonight. For the Bucks because of where they are in the
standings. Don't do that.
Low-key or high-key?
We cannot say must-win for an 11 seed.
Oh, really? Well, if they are going to hope to make the playoffs, they better beat the team in front of you.
I agree for that. If we're doing...
Here's something else. And if you think Atlanta doesn't know about this, Atlanta needs to win tonight. You want to know why? Not because they're worried about the Bucks catching them.
They've been 500 in their career?
No. They get the Bucks. They get the Bucks pick.
That's important.
They get the Bucks pick. Whatever is higher, Atlanta gets either New Orleans pick or the Bucks pick. The Hornets or the Pelicans are winning games. They want to push the Bucks back to give the chances of the Bucks getting a higher pick higher. If you don't think that's not on the Hawks' mind tonight, I'm telling you that it is.
Well, the Bucks, they can win the season series against Atlanta if they win, and if that comes down to it when you're talking about that race for the play-in. But Bobby Portis said the other day, it feels weird as a team that knows about championships to talk about a race for the play-in here.
Yeah.
You know who knows about going for another championship? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He wouldn't have worn that coat otherwise. We're going to get you set for Knicks and OKC on the other side.
What?
Basketball and me, I like that for each other.
SGA. He is feeling it.
I think he's the best player in the league.
Superstars. Brunson pulls up, jump shot. Splash.
The group of guys is resilient.
You're watching NBA Countdown, presented by Lilly.
Well, you're looking at right there the best defense in the NBA since the middle of January. The New York Knicks, without Mitchell Robinson in this one, taking the floor against the defending champs. And speaking of the Knicks here, did you guys see this? Their social team, they got on this trend. This is who. So that's a young Jalen Brunson. You got a little Karl Anthony Towns. This is a kid who lead the league in rebounds. You got Josh Hart.
He's still the same size. Is that Alvarado?
His heart will always match. So, our producers pulled a couple of clips here. This kid, is that little Brian?
Little Winnie.
Is that a young Winnie?
Yeah, blonde hair?
I was an early subscriber.
Little breezy?
This kid would become a bestseller in the New York Times.
Hey, look at her.
Towering over your parents, my God.
That little favor saver.
How old were you there, Per? 7, 8?
No, 13.
13?
That was
he was 6. No way!
I almost wore that jacket today.
Oh my God!
Probably still could fit.
Look at them cheeks. Look at him.
The ego was already running amok.
Oh!
That was you, Richard.
What, you had hair?
I was good looking.
I've never seen it.
I'm good looking. Look at them eyes. Look at that sweet innocent boy. You guys wonder why I'm so crazy? I had
Look
two
like
crazy
trouble.
older brothers.
You look like
I
very
was
false.
trouble.
fresh out of church.
Little Rich, that was me. I was Little Rich. Dad was Big Rich. Where Little Rich at? Up to
Well,
something.
look at you, Rich. I've never seen
I
that
look good in
photo. The Thunder have not done that trend yet, but maybe they should. SGA, though, a perfect 6-0 at Madison Square Garden in his career.
And he knows it.
Yeah, and that
He's well
includes
aware of it.
a pair of 35-point games in 2 of his last 3 trips to the Mecca. He had 39.
Jalen Brunson.
In his
Don't
visit
let
to
some man
January.
come into your house and win every time. You got to start taking it personal. Perk said it. When you that's your home. That is the home of Jalen Brunson.
And he looks comfortable in that
And he looks
coat.
comfortable in that home. And it's like, if this man going to keep coming into your home and winning and say, hey, man, thanks for that meal. I appreciate it. Thanks for the menu. So I just want Jalen Brunson to go up there and do some work.
No, I agree. And look, Jalen Brunson, when you talk about what's at stake for him far as his individual legacy, to me, he got the most to gain.
You talked to him about this.
I did on his podcast, Roommates. I was actually invited.
You were a roommate?
Yeah, I did a sleepover, whatever you want to call it.
Big room.
Right.
Sorry, that's not. Keep going. Keep going.
And I looked him in his eyes and I told him, I said, because the story matters to me. No one expected Jalen Brunson to be here in the hardest market in sports in New York, carrying the weight on his shoulders. And what he's already done for this franchise, I feel like he's one championship away from being the greatest Knick ever. The story matters to me. Drafted, late second round by the Dallas Mavericks, wasn't drafted to be a Batman leading the charge of a franchise and doing it in a Knicks uniform. And tests like today is like the ones that he needs to ace. Like you just said, it's enough of that
It's a
SGA
playoff
owning
game. It's a playoff game in the regular season.
And smaller picture, they've been awesome at home all year. They're one of the best home teams in the league. And they just smacked the Spurs when they came in there. What message does it send not only to the rest of the league, but to your own team if you then smack the Thunder when they're pretty close to full strength?
Yeah, you got to start smacking some people because Detroit been smacking them. So it's like if you want to look at getting to the finals, it's also a mindset message when we go into that because we believe we can win a championship. When it was Golden State, Cleveland, it didn't matter when that game happened.
Right.
You knew that it was a potential finals matchup. Those games meant more. This is a potential finals matchup. Shea and OKC looking at them like, we know we going to be there. Can y'all get there?
And again, SGA, he waited on this moment. He sat out last night, showed up.
So did Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, showed up in the fur coat to go in there because he resigned in New York. His home is in OKC, but he resigned in New York. Chet Holmgren got to take that leap, though, y'all. Real talk. When you talk about them
He's
trying
averaging
to
career highs.
No. But I need
wait.
more, especially with J-Dub being out. You know how hard it is to repeat. That's why we haven't had a team repeat in the last 7 to 8 years. No J-Dub. I need to start seeing more 25 or 30-point nights out
But
there.
I think that's a good point. Don't take our word for it. The fact that the Thunder sat their guys last night to be full strength for this one, everyone knows the magnitude of this one. It's time to get it out to legs. George Sedano and the great Mike Breen on the
Hey,
call.
Mike. Hi, buddy.
He's at home.
Well, Kendrick Perkins, before we signed off NBA Countdown, was saying that he wanted to see a little bit more from Chet Holmgren, who's been great defensively. But take a look at this. Since January 20th, that's the last time that he had a 20-point game. So that is 13 consecutive games in which he has scored less than 20 points. It's the longest streak in his career. Richard Perk, Brian Windhurst, I'm Malika Andrews. Considering how good he is defensively, though, Brian, is this a problem? Do you want to see something different from Chet?
I'm not worried about him at all because defensively he is so great. He just had a game a couple of days ago where he's had 21 rebounds. That said, in his career, he has benefited from being set up by guards, and the Oklahoma City point guards have been injured.
Yeah, but I disagree, Wendy. When you're trying to win a back-to-back championship, you need that bona fide Robin. We don't know when J-Dub is going to come back. We don't know if he's going to be healthy. Richard just talked about this earlier in the show. Damn it, you need someone on the side of SGA that's going to deliver in great fashion. I'm not saying that he has to go out there and ball hog or take over SGA role, but I at least need some 25-piece all flats at some point.
There's a difference between need and want. right? I don't think they need him to do any more than what he's doing, but you would like that just in case that J-Dub can't play at the standard because he's missed so much time. It's like, well, we got Chet over here. He's going to give us 25 and 10. So you would like it. I don't necessarily need it. I think
the difference between need and want. That's something to remember, Rich.
Yeah.
We don't need you on the show, but we do like having you
that's
back.
great. No one needs me.
Time to get you out to Madison Square Garden.
I don't need nothing.